Alfie, who's that on the hotline?
It's Parker County Sheriff Larry Fowler.
All right, how'd that happen?
You said get him on.
Well, I say a lot of stuff and it never happens. Sheriff Fowler?
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Good. Fine. Thank you.
Has anything else popped up in this the case as far as Hope goes and any leads? I know I saw you on the news yesterday, and that's a dandy hat you got, probably one of the biggest ones I've seen. I know you said you had, I think, one lead, but that was about it.
Yeah, and that didn't pan out for us. We're still scratching. The thing that's really troubling me about this is the more the time that goes by, and the more that this little dog recovers, and then you watch this little dog. This is somebody's pet. I mean, this is a well-mannered. Considering what it's been through, and it seems to love children. There's some children around the clinic and so on, and it's just amazing to me that we haven't heard something.
Yeah, that was another thing that was confusing because it was, I think either you brought it up or the vet brought it up, was the dog can set and knows different things. So somebody's had the dog, somebody's trained him. That's the thing. We just had a dog in Dallas County, Justice, that was abused a few months ago.
Yes.
Yes.
And that was another thing that just stood out is it's somebody's dog. Where's the owner?
Well, that's the whole thing. And given the media blitz on this thing, I mean, my word, you'd have to be living under a flat rock not to know about it, which was part of the method to my madness here, was to get it out, and maybe the owner would come forward.
I know that your biggest fear, and I think most people is, you really hope it wasn't the owner that did this to their own dog.
Well, of course. But I mean, I've seen a lot of things, and over these many years I've been in this business, but this one is on top of the list. I've never seen anybody do an animal this way.
How long have you been sheriff of Parker County?
Almost 8 years, and I retired from the United States Marshals before I was elected sheriff. So I've been in the business a long time.
Why did everybody just back away from the microphones? Is this not somebody I want to talk to?
No, this is a perfect person to talk to. You talk about making a living on tracking people down.
Well, that's what we're trying to do with this thing here, and I very much appreciate this Texas Rescue Group out of Dallas over there that's offered the reward they've offered. And, of course, we have the reward up here in the county, guaranteed $10,000 through Crime Stoppers.
And it just, I know it doesn't do anything to rehabilitate the situation, but you feel a little bit better that somebody will see this story, and, there's still a good portion of the population that look at this and go, you know what, this is just jack the F up. It's got to stop, and they'll donate for the reward.
Well, that's my fervent hope. You should see our mail today. I mean, we've had like 15 foreign countries calling us around the globe.
Yeah, I actually saw the story on one of the UK websites, and I can't click on the link. I can't look at pictures of that dog. I can't. If I keep talking, I'm going to cry in front of you, and I'm certainly not going to cry in front of a U.S. Marshal.
And Sheriff.
Well, I'll tell you, I was talking with the vet, and it's pathetic. It's pitiful. It just makes your blood boil or turn cold, as the case may be. But this little dog, of course, everybody saw the pictures of that swollen tongue. Looked like she had a pie plate in her mouth.
It did. It almost looked like somebody had taken a fake tongue and shoved it in the dog's mouth.
Well, and then what's maddening about this, in a way, is I have another person that contacted me that actually saw the little dog at 3:30 a.m. They were coming back from out of town, cutting through a back road out here, and they saw the little dog in the road and almost hit it, and looked at it, and they thought it was like a fox or something that had something in its mouth. And, of course, they didn't, look that close.
No, because that's not normally the first thing that pops into your mind is, there's an abused animal. Most people in Texas go, look, a chupacabra.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, let me tell you, this is no brag, just fact. Parker County is not the place to be doing this, because we have a real reputation over here of taking animal abuse cases very seriously.
And that was the other thing, because we talked about this yesterday after I saw you on the news, and I don't know you, I just saw the interview, and I appreciated the fact that you weren't one of the people that just said, well, you know what, it's just livestock, the dog's fine, it's not really a human being. It was the fact that you said, this happened in my county, it means that my population is at risk because the person out there that did this is still running around, and this is not going to happen.
Well, here's something to consider. If a person would do this, what have they done in the past? And what might they do in the future?
Yeah, we just assume this is the first time that this has happened.
Right.
You don't know how many other times.
Let me tell you, they didn't start this, a couple of days ago. This is somebody that's, hopefully we'll find out.
So I saw
I'm still waiting for that one phone call.
And I saw some of the news reports that said it looked like you were going to adopt a dog. Mama going to let you have him?
Well, no, I think that...
Sheriff, Mama going to let you have the dog?
Well, it's not that. It's just that, to tell you the truth, I don't have I have a fenced area, and I live way out in the country, but I really wouldn't feel good going off and leaving that little... My wife and I both work, obviously, and I really wouldn't be comfortable in going off and leaving that little dog on 20 acres, if you get my drift.
I understand.
I got an old dog I've had for 16 years. He don't go anywhere. But does she want the dog? Of course she wants the dog.
But Mama said you can't have the dog.
Yeah, well,
Well, the good news is there's a waiting list, and that's not going to be a problem.
Oh, heavens no. I mean, I had one lady that called today, and she said she was from somewhere up north, I don't know, Massachusetts or someplace, and she wanted to fly this dog up there, and she assured us that she was well off, big house, Mercedes, and assured us this dog would have its own personal golf cart.
And I'm sure that's at the top of the dog's list.
Yeah.
You know what? I bet you it's true.
Well, you know what? Of all the negative crap that's come from this, at least the dog's going to have a home that's justified.
Well, I can assure you the dog will think it won the lottery. So, that's not an issue. The issue at hand is to find that person or persons.
You almost slipped there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And bring this thing to a resolution, because, like I said, who is this? This ain't their first rodeo.
And that was another thing that I brought up was you don't seem like someone that's just in the moment with the media, and then, if something doesn't happen a week or so, you'll let it go. You sound like somebody that's going to
Well, there's one thing about it, gentlemen. We're not picking on children and dogs and cats. Not in this county, anyway. We're not going to put up with it.
All right.
If we can help ourselves.
Well, you know how to get a hold of us now. If you need anything else, you call us.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sheriff. You're a good man.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Sheriff Kickass.
Yeah. Now, when he said federal marshal,
Yes.
like Tommy Lee Jones,
Yes.
the fugitive.
You got it.
They find people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Resources.
I didn't torture that dog. I don't care. He'll never admit it. And I like the fact that this is front burner for him.
Yes.
And it doesn't sound like he's going to move it.
No.
As far as, something else come along.
Mm-mm.
This may be one of the few times punishment equals a crime. I think if Sheriff Fowler gets a hold of him.
Yeah, that's. I'll put it to you this way.
That's the best that I can hope for. And if I was going to put my faith in anybody after visiting with him, I'd put it with Sheriff Fowler.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. But I'll put it to you this way.
Even though Mama won't let him have the dog.
No.
And he talked to her and he probably pleaded, "Oh, Mama, come on. Dog's been through enough. Why can't we have him?" Larry, we work. The first time I have to clean up after that dog, he's gone. Oh, Mama.
Never let me have no fun.
And I know he'd never say that in a real interview. But if he's not taking the dog home, it's only because Mama said. It's just funny to get somebody that big, that powerful, with that much law enforcement experience to go, well, I tried. Mama
said no.
What were you about to say, Dan?
I was just going to say, like the way he was referring to Parker County, we don't put up with it out here. If we were to never hear about an arrest,
Crime is low.
this might be one of the occasions where I might be okay with it. Because chances are
he's going to find whoever it was. And there's going to be an arrest report. But there's something about him that if there's never an arrest report, you still know that they got caught.
Yeah. And he's got 20 acres. Last place someone to look.
I got plenty of bumps and dirt all over my yard. I ain't going to notice the extra 6.
nothing a good old-fashioned Parker County hard target search can't cure.
Mm-hmm.
It's like his attitude of, that ain't going to float here. not in Parker County, mother. You see this hat? I wear this hat for a reason. I'm Sheriff Fowler, bitch. That's what it says on the deputies' cars. I'm Sheriff Fowler, bitch. Who called Sheriff Fowler? Trey, was it you or Alfie?
I did.
How was he when you initially contacted him? Because most people, all right, what's the show about? What do you guys do? Is it ugly?
Nope, we're an animal advocacy program.
You tell any Negro jokes?
All the time.
All right, what did he say?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first person I talked to that connected me with him was familiar with the show. So I got on the phone. He was really pretty much like he was on the air. Just conversational. He was like, well, I'm in a bad spot. He's kind of out here. We're looking for clues. I said, you know what? I said, we'll give you a call. You sound okay now? And, yeah, he basically said, before he goes, well, I appreciate this. We're trying to get as much spotlight on this as possible. I said, we'll help you.
Well, he's got it. And, what we're adding isn't really going to change anything. I just wanted to talk to him. Seemed like a good guy.
He is.
All right. Did we start news yet?
No, I have not.
Okay. Wearing my crime-hating hat out here in the field. I got my good luck needle-nose pliers. I'm going to find that bastard. I'll pull his tongue out. Damn it, I should have asked him. If I just said DRH, Sheriff Fowler would have known exactly what I meant. Because I'm not the first person to use that. I've heard that from sheriff's deputies in the past. Cash? You want to bet?
No.
He knows.
Yeah.
For all we know, he may have coined the phrase.
You've been using DRH on the air dead right here? You owe me a quarter every time you said it. Mm-hmm. Copyrighted. Larry Fowler, 1994. Are we close enough to break? You want to hear?
Yes.
All right. We'll be back.
The Russ Martin Show, only on 97.1 The Eagle.